What is this? It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Only the important. I see. Only the important questions. Oh. Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at the place that looked like a trial ground, but then, why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before, when we all gathered into that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But, where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Ahem, ahem, testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope Speak Academy." But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? And not just that. What is the graduation exam? Isn't it? Isn't the killing already over already? Oh. Yes. Is it the same structure as first game? Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Speak Academy. Is this creepy place a Hope Speak Academy is this creepy place the Hope Speak Academy I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gym, right? Then I'll go, and definitely clear things up. What's going on here? It's definitely feels like it's the exact same. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so, I braced myself and cautiously opened the door. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It was a normal gym.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo.
You heard the announcement that came here too. You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all of this? Monokuma said this place was Hope Speak Academy or something. That cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello! Oh, it's more definitely Mario. How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope Speak Academy?
Why, you.
You. Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
That's...
Oh, what a shock! I just told you guys this is Hope Speak Academy.
Of course not!
There's no way in hell that's true.
No, no!
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Host Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway.
What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Host Peak Academy fell into ruin.
Lies!
You are serious about that?
Stupid fool!
But of course it fell to the ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for.
Oh, what do you mean?
I don't like this!
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went through all the trouble to bring you to Host Peak Academy. And you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine, fine.
Oh well. It's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now.
I am. I spent so much time here. Someone.
Don't fuck with me!
Enough with this bullshit. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memory, I believe we entered the ancient ruin dam.
In other words,
It means I made this Host Peak Academy between the door to the ruins and inside of the ruins.
What do you mean between?
hey!
Oh, what do you mean made?
What's this?
Oh my, are your minds getting the grumbly that only knowledge can satisfy? Good. Very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exams. But it's in my nature to find a little entertainment.
Entertainment. You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
It's nothing to be cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that.
Shing!
It's just a simple graduation exam.
Then, what is the graduation exam?
Well, as headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
Are you sure about
But
this?
on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
Huh?
why?
We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way to stay here.
That's right!
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No!
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning, you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives.
Damn it!
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world.
What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Host Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate you. So, please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip.
And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monica disappeared. Even if the setting has changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. Well, what is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Host Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do you make it back? How did we make it back to Host Peak Academy from Tropical Island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Host Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building, it's Host Peak Academy? This is the Host Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Host Peak Academy. I thought I'd be confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worth of becoming Hope possess amazing talent and strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have it or you don't. It's nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded for your admiration for Host Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? Gah.
You're just some nobody from the reserve corps who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should just have left me alone. Why? Why did I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey!
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not a part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So, they're not the World Ender? Then, we were really tricked by Monokuma? However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on the island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if they're our allies, we might not just be the ally, might not be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate the information on our own. Chiaki said she cannot betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what do we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do the graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
Alright!
Alright, I'm gonna do
Prepare
it!
yourself.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something about Host Peak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine.
Hey!
Hey, can we just go home when this is over, right? We can just go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Whether this place is what happened to Hope Peak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive, so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now, but Monokuma said it should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We had to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
So what are you gonna do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead for now.
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking, running around without being cautious?
Man.
She's obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However...
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's names.
Alright!
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it's not scary if everyone stops at a green light. And if we stopped at a green light, we'd never reached our goal.
Jeez. You're pathetic.
Kane already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then, let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow and left the gymnasium.
Oh my!
Miss Sonia.
Miss Sonia!
Please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed, and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more, and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual, peaceful, everyday life.
The only thing that we can do is advance towards that hope, even though I don't understand. And that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely gonna go home. What's up, Dirk? Jeez. There's a lot of stuff right there.
I knew you could do it.
Hope Peak Academy. It's been ages since I've been here. What? How are we on the 5th floor? What? Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gym, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for this trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Funny house. This literally is. I'll speak again. This hallway. There is a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? I'm guessing we can't go into any unnecessary rooms. Dojo. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the island of this building to make no sense. Well, there's not locks on the lockers anymore. There's a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has a traditional looking wood block key sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue. I couldn't check the fucking... What is this? That's my question. Huh? What is this? Is it a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Host Peak Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open? Let's start with history first, class.
Hey,
Regarding manga, it's the third best way to learn about history. That's when what's the first you have? That depends on the person. So, just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really just want to ignore it. But there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Host Peak's history, as narrated by the curtsy teacher on the cover. The story begins with the introduction to Host Peak Academy. Host Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege who were only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. But to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen throughout a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Host Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Host Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Host Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. This investigation gives a lot of background. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with the research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Host Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants.
Host Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Host Peak Academy managed to amass suitable funds and began further research of talent. To create Host Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unpredicted incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident, and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus, the phrase is mentioned at the end of the manga, the tragedy, and the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic, and there's no way that these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga, the reserve department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those reserved course students, right?
But hold on!
That's weird.
Oh, you're here again.
Shing!
Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course.
Huh?
Hey! Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the reserve department? The Beach Foundation only took over your school-life memories, right? They should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So, I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that.
What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Beach Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of the reserve students.
What's up, Jesus?
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories off yourself.
Huh?
You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memories of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that though.
Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserved course student. Damn it, what the heck?
Reserve department, as usual, is gonna be him, but... Wait, does that mean there's gonna be a trial? Oh, yeah. If there are truth bullets, that means there's going to
What's
be
going
trial,
on?
right? This hallway, it's kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. I think it's an invisible wall or something. Yeah, there's gonna be a trial. How was I supposed to know that? Well, I don't think I have any other things on this floor that I have to go to. Does that mean if someone's gonna die, there's a trial? What? I can't go anywhere. I guess classrooms? Instead investigation start, I guess. This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Huh. Why would it end in a trial? That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Wasn't The Tragedy of Host Peak Academy mentioned in the other manga too? It's why Host Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger of the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, I will be able to learn a little more about that incident. I took a manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Host Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings, depicting characters solving mysteries. Why is Monokuma on his jacket? What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Host Peak Academy occurred at Host Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as the symbol of hope. Host Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding super talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such a rare talent, the Academy had completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because Izuru's my Monokuma? I guess. Because of that, most students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Host Peak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of a reserve corps students who had been dissatisfied with how they've been treated. And the uprising began, and that heralded Host Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to a horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited. Danganronpa /0. What a heavy sigh. With the heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Host Peak Academy.
What irony for a genius who, known as the ultimate hope, to cause such a gruesome incident? A talent like that is too regular for society.
Regal, not regular, regal. Huh, that's an accurate note.
It's like trying to buy juice at the cold bar with the bar gold. Oh, you should be lucky that you're incompetent.
Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before, too. But it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents? I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it said that reserve department students in the reserve department began uprising. Then, what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Tragedy of Host Peak has been a juvenile sanctuary ambush. Anyway, I learned about Tragedy of Host Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up. But all it's doing is raising more questions. And the mysteries just keep piling up. Where am I supposed to go? I already went to the dojo. And I can't go here. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I'm just spinning a giant fucking circle. I can't enter here. can't go here. No matter how hard I try. It's just not working. Oh, now I can go in here. Before I couldn't. Okay. I really walked down there and it was like, nah fam, you can't do that. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, this is where they kept, Mukro's body. Well, I guess everybody. That's not what. What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Look. There's another manga just lying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. Yo, this is also the same school as the first game. Wow, who would have thought? I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that it was right. Oh, what the fuck? A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the reserve corps student that was triggered to the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to resolve quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, this was undistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The end and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. Why? So sometimes I can read very good, great, and other times I can't read at all. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when the senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where, people would watch them enjoy. I don't know. By the time the world realized what had become, it was too late to stop what would happen. A feeling of immersed despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, They use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programs wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with that, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. And the tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it was because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you?
Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like eat candy.
Enough. What is this messed up manga?
I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains.
That incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's
What
possible.
are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world.
I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning.
Well, as your headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps, no. That's definitely it. The tragedy, no. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Host Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Host Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a big group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they're actually able to do it, then I guess there's no way that that's why they were called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use, I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit, I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. Phew, that was close, I knew I froze to death. So where should I go next? To a room that has become open. See, only that makes sense. No, I should ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him.
Hiya!
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasantly well? You're pleasantly well, right?
What are you doing here?
No!
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. Teehee, I got bored of drawing mangas. Can you forgive me for just telling you by word of mouth?
You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place.
A high school student who doesn't like manga? That's like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up! What did you need to tell me?
It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise! It's about ultimate despair.
Huh?
Ahem. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who is the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
High school girl?
yes indeed.
Lady Junko!
Junko?
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despair. There was only one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me!
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would just join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have uncanny power to attract others.
Hey, that's that one person.
It's a trial shared by famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about
Hey,
it. That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those of the highest echelons of power. Her connections with the main reason the incident became the tragedy in the first place.
So she even recruited people who would have been in position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
Then what was their purpose?
What?
Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't make any sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd be able that they did that without any purpose.
hey,
It was Junko's despair.
Huh?
For Junko, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko as Junko.
What are you saying?
I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime's a human. It's exactly like that. Junko is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair.
What the hell?
With their overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs, one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea has been slammed right into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs who had been recruited become nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food for her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their body through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed that it was something that they had to do.
Jesus, Monokuma's voice is really hard to do for a long period of time. There's no way something that crazy is possible.
Do you know about the final days of the reserve course during the tragedy of Hopi Academy?
Final day?
in other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. That is also true for famous people throughout history.
Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled the rules as supposable limbs. They believed that what they needed to do. And so the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide.
Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students?
Oops, that wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
One person was excluded. Huh? Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair. Junko. Heh. It doesn't scare me at all, I mean...
Bastard!
Junko is already dead. Huh? Ultimate despair has measurable secondary ambush. Reserve department has validated ambush. Yeah. Hey, Fujiko, is it true what you said? Junko is already dead?
Huh?
What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that thing you said about the killing school life? like the killings were involved in. They were killings that happened at Hope Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took their own life because the remaining students worked together.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, 6 students who survived managed to escape the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about this killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko. The mastermind took her life, which means Junko is dead.
like...
It turns out that killing school life was a part of the biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope Peak Academy? And she took away their memories? Just like us. Apparently the whole thing's been filmed and by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's even a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras are broadcasting the whole thing?
So...
The students of Hope Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko failed. Junko lost the students she believed she placed in her trap after being overcome by despair she created. She took her own life. Then Junko's no more. No matter how terrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko isn't alive anymore. Then, who's our enemy? If Junko is already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved in resemble that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is intimidating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose some fake. But if it's really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. They were broadcasting to somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life. That's meant it was like in your handbook. The Ultimate Despair has been updated in your handbook. Check out the Truth Bowl menu to review it.
Man, Hajime, you totally knew about that story, huh?
What? You have a problem with that?
Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took time to draw
What
it.
are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean, raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh, how
One step at a time.
exciting.
You're getting closer to clearing my character route.
You're not making sense again.
Well now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise some flags like crazy.
Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Connie twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So,
I don't know. It's just my gut after
It's
all.
just my gut.
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. What? It's glowing though. The last time things were glowing, we could go in with it. What the hell is happening? Can someone tell me what the fuck is happening? I don't know what the fuck is happening, but we're going this way now. Music room. This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Looks like some sort of monument. Why would there'd be a monument in the music room. And not just that, the mark engravement on the monument is symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below the symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic of any human history, the graduates of Host Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Host Peak Academy? Aren't they known as world enders? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Future Foundation's organ. Oh, what is this? Words are floating in the air. This is a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the reports we gave you the other day, we obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Host Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Host Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko rallying them. In worst case scenario, we must prevent the repeating of a killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Host Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding separate matter, we received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase known as Neo World Program. Survivors Host Peak Academy. 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who is part of the Future Foundation, there was exactly 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like we're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Host Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. If that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma. If he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko are making us go through this. Also, this got my attention in the email too. What is research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that all about? If only the Future Foundation facility we found in the ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there's still so many mysteries. I'll leave here, yes. Now I can go to the teacher's lounge. Should we go here before? Oh yeah, this is the flower room. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like
Well...
that. More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy going to be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? Holy shit. That's everyone's name. Even Chiaki's name is on there. And Hiyoko. List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below it says, Hiyoko is written there. What is this newspaper? What is this? It says, Miss Hyoko. This can't mean the same Hyoko, right? I mean, the Hyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way, I can see the resemblance to Hyoko, but height and figure is too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
Huh? This way looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hyoko here. Oh, then Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean...
That is the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it yourself. That's not Hyoko. But, did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the family's only daughter.
If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko.
Huh?
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this? I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt.
What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today, I'm feeling white.
Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? Is this the truth? If this is the truth, then Hyoko in that newspaper is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up, Hyoko, when she's already dead? Why? Why does this even exist?
Hey!
Oh, my back hurts. I need to pop it, but I can't because I don't know how to pop my back. Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh?
This is bad!
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did an experiment change Hyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying that out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written under the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment
What's going on?
Good. What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. This is... What about this one, huh? This guy in portrait? An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen this before, but the name attached to it, the placement says, Host Academy found it. Izuru what? The founder of Host Academy in this name, Izuru. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. The Academy's founder. There's a hologram. There are letters floating in the air. Like in the music room from earlier. It looks like a passage from the email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand the matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely secure them, please do your best to continue our investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution regarding the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there's still a leader on par with Junko. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily.
Okay, with this We've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall go on to the next stage.
Next stage? Okay. Well, I'm gonna talk to you cheap. I don't think.
Are we screwed?
That list of subjects is really dangerous.
Hey!
Don't tell me all this killing is gonna have some psychological conclusion, like there's some experiment. Yeah, I didn't have to talk to him. I did have to talk to him. Damn it, not again! The hallway is different from last time. I guess that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised. I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can you do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it, it's just gonna waste my energy. Only one room I can go to. Oh. I remember this. Whoa. Why are they floating? There's a billiards table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. File? It's a file with Host Academy seal on it. This says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even questioning, why am I even asking questions like this? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the cultivational plan. For many years, Host Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research to various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruit of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so it must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and incinerate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope? Host Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Hope Cultivation Plan is what's in the handbook. Alright. Hologram. This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day. We have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they are all discarded, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are all the same age as the others. So we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. This is a pretty short investigation. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. Remnants of despair, nothing here. Oh, the Academy survivor has been updated in the handbook. Here we go. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible possible that the Future Foundation set this up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get toothache and collapse.
It's all your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they might be a perfect clue. So I did a bit of hacking there, here and there to get them.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No!
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all.
There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Old building, second floor. What the fuck? It looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it now, but even so. What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is totally disconnected from reality. Am I upside down? Library, this is Byakuya. We can't come in here. Byakuya? This must be the library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should probably hurry and find it. Yeah, so yeah, the only thing here is this hologram again. It must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt this is another clue. The two Future Foundation's 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you guys doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnant of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to this world. The 6 of you who joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy. You survived and cooperated to recovering your memories. Immediately return to Remnants of Despair to headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? This message suggests that someone was trying to let the Remnants of Despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi, but he's with the Peach Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the Remnants of Despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Email to Makoto Naegi has been added to the truthful section of your hand. Remnants of Despair has been updated. Makoto Naegi. That sounds strangely familiar. Jesus, this is so weird. Oh, so long. That's that one guy. I know that guy. Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it. But, this looks like a laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room? It's a Monokuma file!
No!
It's a Junko magazine. This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power's on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World Program. Top secret. Neo World Program? This word Neo World. I seem to recall hearing about it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World Program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the New World Program, individuals such as Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Nurturist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people who researched the results we utilized. Wait, but wasn't the Ultimate Programmer? What's his face? Chihiro, and then he died. But mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program also allows its subjects to experience a sympathetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is used for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing this device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempt, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that. There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags one more time in order to clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you.
Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me, too? New program.
Hiya!
What the fuck?
Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of this world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it.
That was really hard to read. This hallway. When I first arrived here, I walked down this hallway in the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... oh my god. Did I walk past this person?
The one you discover the truth is what I like. And all hope will disappear.
Oh, I thought that was a monofilament plushie or whatever. Classroom 1B. What the fuck is this? Is this a floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? And the moment I looked at that object, are you fucking serious? Holy shit. Holy shit. Chihiro. Here we go. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me? Who is it? No. Is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me alter ego. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alter ego is back. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk? But what are you? Alter ego, artificial intelligence program. I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I am responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually expert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you can't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything, so I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it. It's that feeling from earlier again. This floating. Like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't believe my own existence. Hey. You should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World Program? The Neo World Program has omitted the data collection feature for the world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where the research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Islands. Ergo, if I am to answer the question, where is it? The answer. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears this base is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry. I really don't know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World Program. Most of its worlds. I understood what it meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There's no way for me to acknowledge it as truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality, all the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction, is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World Program used for in the first place? The Neo World Program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here, the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memories is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World Program. With all the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you will upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma is right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Host Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there wasn't a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It just sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us. But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry. I can't provide that much help. If only I were more reliable. I would have lost my authority to the virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the observer and the virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World Program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah. They were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer and the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the observer and the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they seemed the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Near World program would have promised internal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, I stole my portion of my abilities, which contains my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has and been modified as it convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this alter ego? If so, does this virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence wagging an attack against another one. That's so freaking irritating. But how did the virus affect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through the network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus to the facility and directly uploaded it to the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility? But the only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is true? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Oh, I wonder who those blacked out figures are. I could never guess. Observers. But it is true that the virus is powerful, and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. Mods. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer, such as, in order to program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey! Come on now!
Okay, even though you're just a god in a machine, that's enough hints from you.
Strange.
If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the devolution based on the definition of existence that constitutes a relationship from there to protein. Change results by being cut off repeatedly and changes the situation and causes a situation where your own existence is unobserved and accelerates crosses with the joint ownership of the world, and the situation from the context invites your death. Huh?
Makoto. What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side. I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things we were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's influence, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The New World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference, but Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak with you directly. If that means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there. I hope. It looks like this guy can't hear me or see me. Just, who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? But there's no time. I'm going to say what I need to say, and believe that you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it's too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure whether you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam, right? You know, 11037? 11037. That's the number we found at Nezumi Castle. Oh yeah, 11037, or Leon. The door to the ancient ruins was supposed to open after you finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that the program was perfect. Even if the chances were slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason that I left 11037 password in a place where the teacher rule would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who first saw it, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. The number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Yes! Sayaka! Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting it to your future. But that person who's trying to abuse the graduation exam, I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair. And it's a graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to stop, Sayaka. I just remembered who he was talking about. I'm not Synth. But I just want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst case scenario, where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use that graduation exam site. It's a force to shut down sequence. Down sequence? Even teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order in order to do that, I need someone to get that number. Makoto? Hey, Makoto. I can't read anything you said except for death. Well, it probably wasn't important. Right, Monokuma?
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now?
Nothing, really.
I see.
Anyway.
Oh well. Anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again.
Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth, but what are we supposed to do when the truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear, but still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, there isn't anything, just meaningless. It's the same for the killings too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? 11037 has been to a section of your handbook. Oh, shutdown sequence has been to a section of your handbook.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. No!
Ding dong, bing bong.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope Speak Academy.
See you soon.
A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what all this means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. It's the Monokuma file! He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Whoa. Holy shit, this is a long fucking hallway. Seems like it's never gonna end. Huh? This place.
Yo.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems that this is going to be the final place.
However,
This place is... Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different from the one from before. We've been here before, right? Yeah. Should be the place that door at the ancient ruin leads to.
Hey,
Huh? It seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now.
damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, then this too is very...
Welcome.
So you finally arrived. Congratulations. You are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island.
You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different from the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool!
Phew!
This trial ground actually inspired from the one before, so in a way, this place is the original.
Hey!
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course!
Of course, that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then!
Ahem. Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed!
2 options. Graduate and repeat, right? If you choose one of them, you have to choose one of them and press it. All you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press them either, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
Then,
Then, the result is based on our majority vote.
Ahem. If graduate is chosen by majority vote, from there, an event that's kind of like a grand graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin.
Even if we do stupid majority vote, as a result, it's pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's get this along. Can we press it now, right?
no!
Not yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't been firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current.
Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up, who the hell cares? I'm gonna press
What's
it.
this?
My. Which of your orphans are using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know.
What? Does that mean it won't end with just majority vote?
That's right!
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
Even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Well...
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way!
But you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be.
He's doing it because that's how it has to be? But tongue twister. It doesn't mean that he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is that what Alter Ego is talking about?
Anyway,
Anyway, even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to solve the mystery. Afterwards, you cast your majority votes, and from there we can go on to graduation program.
But why do we have to even go through something so dumb?
Well, that is.
You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast?
Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
that is...
There's no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know?
so annoying.
Doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
Pissed me off.
Hold on. What's with that chump stuff?
Can't ignore that!
It's not that it's important or anything, but make sure to turn off that toy.
I won't forgive
How
you.
dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat him like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually gonna pick a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, swear my power into your memory.
What the fuck is happening? Ah! Hello, world. Wait, does that say 11-year-old? 11-year-old lunch order? No, I'm just gonna save the trial for tomorrow. Honestly. I'll just save it for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just gonna save it for tomorrow. Well, that was super short today. It wasn't even 2 hours. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this, and tomorrow is going to be the class trial. So yeah, I'm out.